Hey everyone, how are we all doing? Okay, so before we get started, everything I say in this video is my opinion, mine alone. Please feel free to do your own research, come to your own conclusions. Please do not attack or harass anybody mentioned in this video. It is not worth your time and it's not worth mine. We just here to talk about the BS that people want to put out on the internet. So I've spoken about Backwards Barbi before. More than once. And I've mentioned how Barbie thinks it's okay to put the responsibility of her mental health onto other creators. I don't agree with that. Please excuse the craziness of my hair. I really do have to get something done to it. The only person responsible for your mental health is you. And if things on the internet are getting too tough, too hard to deal with, it is time to take a step back. And I don't mean that in a cruel way. I don't mean it in a harsh, attacking kind of way. I mean that in a, please, take yourself away from what's making you feel unwell. Protect your mental health. It is yours to take care of. Very much as in a child. It is up to them to take care of their it is up to you to take care of their mental health. Now, Barbie has got off the deep end once again. This time attacking Gabbie Hannah. So let's take a look and see what she said, shall we? And here we go.
I found out yesterday I was on TMZ again.
Welcome back or welcome to my channel. I don't know how you got here, but I am so glad you're here. I hope you stick around and smash that subscribe button before the end of this video and also click that little bell beside
I'm not going to tell you not to watch Barbie. If you want to watch Barbie, then great. If not, great. That is your choice to make, not mine. I am not here to cancel anybody. I'm not here to tell anyone what to do. I just talk about what I see.
subscribe to all. That way you'll be notified whenever YouTube sends out notifications. Let's get into this video. I have seen a lot of creators get kind of salty for whatever reason about my opinion. Now, I do want to say this. We are all...
Oh, I just realized I'm on the second video, not the first one. 1 second. Here we go.
Welcome back or welcome to my channel. I don't know how you got here, but I am so glad you're here. I hope you stick around and smash that subscribe button before the end of this video, and be sure you click that bell beside subscribe. When you click it, 3 options will pop up. It will say all, personalized, or none. Be sure you click to all. That way you'll be notified whenever YouTube sends out.
As I just stated, the same still applies. If you like Barbie, then that's great. If you do not want to watch Barbie, that's up to you. I'm not telling you either way what to do.
Notifications. And here lately, you know what I've been notified about? Gabbie Hannah and her antics. Now look, I could have
Barbie, I think we've all been told about Gabbie Hannah and her antics. And I don't mean just recently. This has been going on for a long time. Gabbie has a lot of problems. That sometimes she's okay, and other times not so much. But that's mental health for you.
expected this to happen, because when I first started following Gabbie Hannah, and I wasn't following her
I need to speed this up a little bit because we just don't want to be sat here all day listening to this. I think that'd be enough.
Closely. When I first heard about her, I guess you could say, let me reword that. When I first heard about Gabbie Hanna a couple of years ago, I don't remember the date, okay? I don't remember when she first posted. I wasn't subscribed. I am now because of her antics. But however, the first thing that came to mind was this chick right here appears to be, like, she wants to be Trisha Paytas, if you get what I'm saying. Trisha Paytas says and does anything. Well, she used to do it more. She used to say and
Gabbie Hanna and Trisha Paytas are two completely different people. Trisha Paytas is Trisha Paytas and does whatever she wants to do. Gabbie Hanna is a completely separate person. So are you, Barbie.
do every and anything for some clicks and views and some attention. Controversy queen. That was Trisha Paytas. Well, Gabbie Hanna was like a mini Trisha Paytas. That was like her.
But people say that about you, Barbie. When you fly off the handle and attack creators for not defending you, for not speaking up about you. I know that you refuse to have people's names said in your comments, any creator whatsoever. And you get your panties in a twist because people are not talking about you for the right reasons. If there is a right reason to talk about you.
You know, what do you call it? Her product in the making. Well, she has arrived. Trisha Paytas 2.0, right here. Let me go ahead and say it at the beginning of this video so nobody gets it twisted or confused. What I talk about in my videos are my opinions and my opinions only. You should never take somebody's opinion as facts. But however, you should do your own research and form your own opinion based on the facts. Now, in my opinion.
Well, I really wish you would do some research. Because in almost every video I've watched of yours, there's been little to no research done whatsoever. You jump on something. And you just roll with it whether you got the full information or not. Whereas other creators, as like myself, we watch more than one video, we watch more than one clip, and then we make our decisions and make our opinions known. You don't do that, and you proved that with the Marvin McCann's situation.
Gabbie Hanna's meltdown is just another YouTuber / creator mocking mental health, God being mocked, religion being mocked. It's all mocked. It's all a mockery. And these people have huge followings. The people that mock these large communities, groups, you get what I'm saying? They have a large following. Why do we continue to put money in the pockets of people who continue to mock others? Like, I see something, I'm saying something. Y'all know I am.
And people say exactly the same about you, Barbie, that you mock mental health, that you mock everything, as long as it doesn't be about yourself. But then again, you do that too.
As someone who deals with depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, borderline personality disorder, and PTSD, as someone who believes in God and His Word, I am beyond triggered and offended. Why do we continue to make evil and toxic?
Well, I can honestly say that I have bipolar, borderline personality. What else was there? PTSD. Yeah. So I struggle with my own mental health daily, along with physical disabilities too, that have me wheelchair dependent.
Toxic people famous. Gabbie Hanna is Trisha Paytas 2.0. She's not being serious. She's trolling again and again.
So would that make you Trisha Paytas 2.50? Asking for a friend.
And again, it's what they do for clicks and views. Looks like it worked for her this time. Kudos to you, Gabbie Hanna, for mocking people who really battle stuff. Kudos to you for making bank by mocking large groups of people. While creators like myself who have public embarrassing breakdowns get mocked, shamed, bullied, made fun of, labeled, all because of people like this. Now, to me, someone who actually deals with serious issues, I see someone who is either just another product of the entertainment industry who will say and do whatever to make them famous and to keep them in headlines, or someone on drugs, delusion, paranoia,
And then the allegation of drugs. Wow. That is so classy. If you can't go any lower, just go for drugs. If you can't find another reason, then it gotta be drugs. Drugs or alcohol. Okay.
Stop talking, posting, no sleep. That's also a sign of drug use. I'm just saying. But
No. I have issues with sleep, but it's not because of drug use. It's because of disabilities that I have, chronic pain that I deal with daily. Gabbie Hannah may not have that. She may just be having sleeping issues because of her mental health, being maybe on a manic streak.
the fact people are like, oh my God, she's not okay. Let's help her. And I'm like, I see something and I'm going to say something because I believe this is a total mind F. Like, I get she's doing.
I think you're jealous. I think you're jealous that people want to actually help Gabbie Hannah. Could that be it, Barbie? You're jealous that people want to help her, but they're not saying, oh my goodness, Backwards Barbi needs help. We need to help her. Is that what you'd rather people be doing? Because when you go off on a rant and you curse everybody out, and when you scream, I gotta say, you do burst eardrums. When you go off on a strop, when you throw your pacifier out of your pram, because no one is supporting you. We are individuals who live on other sides of the world. Like, you're somewhere in America, I'm in the UK. And that's great. That's the internet being so amazing. But come on, Barbie. You know what you're doing.
Doing this for clicks and views. I believe she's mocking for clicks and views to make headlines, and it worked. I absolutely believe that. We'll see what comes out of this. That's just my opinion, okay? That's just my opinion. Now, you know what vibe I get off this whole breakdown? Attention grab. Money move. Controversy pays, clearly. And at what cost? Mocking people with actual mental illnesses. Mocking people who believe in God and his word. It's all a mockery. If it's not, why? Why does she keep posting and saying, I'm not manic. I'm happy. I have everything I want. I've always wanted this lifestyle. Why are y'all asking if I'm okay? This is me. I mean, y'all, she's just toxic AF.
And again, my opinion is similar with you. You're out here cursing, effing, blinding that Gabbie Hannah is trying to get attention because you're jealous. And that is just my opinion. That is just my thoughts. And as you said, we're all allowed our own opinion and our own thoughts. So maybe you want to see where other people are coming from, Barbie.
For real, that's just my opinion. And I got to keep saying that because we all got opinions, okay? And I hope a lot of these creators.
Yes, Barbie, and I will repeat it too. This is my opinion on your content.
That are feeding her hunger for attention will wake the F up. Stop giving her free publicity so she can continue to mock mental health and religion. Start paying attention to people actually crying for help. Stop labeling people who actually battle this stuff. This heifer is mocking. I've heard a lot of creators say they don't know a lot about mental disorders, but Gabbie appears to be having a breakdown. Now, since I battle a lot of stuff and been to years of therapy, don't claim to be no expert. Nobody's an expert. I guess I still don't believe nobody's an expert. You can go to school for years and years and years and learn about the stuff, but you're still not an expert, in my opinion. You might know a lot of stuff, but you're still not an expert, okay? Jesus is the expert. I just claim to have some experience in this field that we are discussing.
I've met some doctors who I would call experts in the mental health department. Definitely. In my years of being under mental health doctors, consultants, psychiatric wards. Now I am a lot stronger. I know how to deal with my issues a lot better. But I still have bad days. We all do. Everybody does, whether you have mental health problems or not. People without them can still have bad days and still feel very low. But you're saying that people can't. That's what I'm getting from this anyway.
So let me educate some of you on my experiences. A lot of us in the mental health community feel unheard, shamed, mocked, ridiculed.
Which community is this then, Barbie? Because I've never actually met a mental health community. I don't know of any community.
And in situations like this, I believe they're only a setback. We deserve a voice. From my personal experience, having the disorders I do, naturally, I'm wired different. We all are. But my reactions to certain situations might be different than someone who hasn't been through the trauma that I have. And that's okay. I'm passionate about things. I get labeled. I get called a liar. I'm saying, and
I ain't calling you a liar. I'm saying you're mocking somebody else's mental health issues. I'm not calling you a liar. I believe that you have all these issues. But you can't put the responsibility of your mental health on somebody else. This is where the problem lays.
I'm doing things for attention, when in fact, I'm just myself. I am somebody who has been through and experienced some rough stuff. And as a result of going through a lot of traumatic things, I'm left battling mental disorders like PTSD, depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, borderline personality disorder, and it does affect the way I am. It's not an excuse, it's who I am. But I get labeled and shamed for being myself, being who I am. Now, I get all breakdowns look different. Everybody that goes through these mental issues, all the situations are different.
We should stop calling them mental issues. That is a real big insult to people who struggle with their health. Mental issues.
I get it. I get it. But the vibe I'm getting off this is not good. The vibe I'm getting off this is she's mocking people with mental issues and the people that are, I mean, it's just feeding into it. And I can't get behind it. I can't get on the train.
And that's literally how you make me feel, Barbie. When you talk about mental health issues, not mental issues, mental health issues, that is how you make me feel, like you're mocking it. Like you are not responsible for your own mental health. You need other people to do that for you. And this is where the problem is. This is why people don't want to be associated with you.
Oh, she's going through something. What I see is an attention grab because she's done this over and over again. This is what she's done from the jump, is it not?
And again, you've done this over and over and over again, where you've blamed other people for your mental health issues. For you being down, for you being depressed, for things getting to you.
Is it not? Correct me if I'm wrong, because I believe this is all Gabbie Hannah's done since her career started. I believe this is what her career is based off of, controversy. I just believe it's a setback, and it's sad. It's really sad. Because she has a large following, so people are like, OMG, OMG. I'm like, man, this is an attention grab. This is mocking people. You hear the way she talks about God? It's mocking. It's unbelievable. Let me know in the comments if you get what I'm saying. If you get that vibe.
Absolutely no idea, Barbie. No idea what you're talking about. Just a load of gibberish. Honestly, gibberish. But again, I'm allowed my opinion. I'm allowed my thoughts and my opinions.
This. Pay attention. Please listen to others that are out there crying out for help, saying, hey, I feel this way. Hey, if you notice somebody having a breakdown, absolutely say something. Don't just say something because they got millions of followers. Like, sometimes people do things for controversy. You need to kind of cipher through what you think is real.
Barbie, Barbie, Barbie. So that is the end of that one. But she didn't stop there. Because when people decided to talk about that video, she went on to do a second. And we're going to go there now. I don't know. Why do people feel the need to attack somebody else's mental health? The only reason people talk about Backwards Barbi's mental health is because she uses it and weaponizes it against people. for her own benefits. Now, we could say I will wait a while to do this video until Backwards Barbi is in a better state of mind. But then we could be waiting 4 years. Literally years. If you can hear my daughter in here, she is supposed to be in bed. It is 9:30. She's on a wild one. And she's calling Strawberry. She's so cute, I tell you. Okay, so let me just get the next video set up. Since I already been into it anyway, I can just stop it there. Right. So, after people started talking about the video that she done, the first one, she did another. Responded to people's videos. Now, what you will find with Barbie is she will not speak about other creators. Well, she will speak about other creators, but she will not name them. She will not identify who she was talking about. She could be talking about None of the Housewife, Tyra Nicole, Renelle Smith. She could be speaking about all three. But hey, wherever the penny lands. So, let's start again on number 2.
All entitled to have our own opinions, okay? Now, if you've got a YouTube channel where, you give your opinion, then what's the issue? What's the issue? Well, apparently a lot of people got issues with every single thing I say and post, and I'm here to respond to it because I think it is complete and utter BS. And it's highly...
Of course you do, Barbie. Of course it's complete and utter BS. But only if it's been talking about you. Now, you believe that you've been hacked by Katie Joy for the last 2 years. If I remember rightly, you said you can't even buy off Facebook Marketplace because Katie and Todd Paulson hack your stuff. Barbie, please. Do you realize how much time Katie spends working on her own YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook accounts? When would she have the time of day to be hacking you? Why do you think you're so important enough for Katie to be wasting her day on you, on your devices? Totally insane. You just have this thing that they're hacking me and that's the end of it. The paranoia you have is messing with your head. I'm trying to put that as politely as possible.
ironic that some of these creators got a problem with me saying that I get shamed and ridiculed and made fun of when I'm open about my mental health. Now they're saying, oh, can she have a little empathy? Oh, she's saying that Gabbie Hannah is faking her meltdowns and all this.
Well, you have no empathy for others, Barbie. None at all. But you expect others to have empathy for you. You sit there snapping people's heads off because they say stuff about you. But what empathy have you shown another creator? What compassion have you shown towards another human being on YouTube? From where I'm standing, there has been none.
Because she, unlike us, battles mental issues and understands and knows the signs of mental issues and somebody that's just reaching for clicks and views, which is what Gabbie Hannah does. It's her job. It's her job.
And what you do? Isn't it also your job? Isn't that also what you do, Barbie? Isn't that what your job is? Trying to get clicks and views? Why do you think your views are down, Barbie? Why do you think people are not coming to your channel as much? Let me explain to you why. Because you burst people's eardrums when they're trying to listen to you. With your screeching. It's not screaming, it's screeching. You cannot stop yourself. You need to take responsibility for your own mental health and your own actions.
She's been doing this for many, many years. Do your own research. Since she's came on the scene, she has had a conflict with every single creator out there because she has said and done some of the most horrific shit.
How many creators have you had issues with, Gabbie? LB, Katie Joy, Charlotte on the Web, Ronelle Smith, to name but a few. You don't do well with other creators. You turn on them sooner or later. It always happens.
And I said the meltdown, the quote-unquote meltdown, the quote-unquote breakdown is doing nothing but setting us back, who actually get shamed and ridiculed when we're being dead-ass serious and having these dead-ass serious breakdowns and public.
Calm down on the screeching, please.
Mental breakdowns. When we're sitting here having breakdowns, people will be like, oh my God, she is such a lunatic. Oh my God, she's crazy. No, she's actually going through mental shit that she's...
And you're exactly doing that to Gabbie Hanna now. This is what you're doing, Barbie. What you're saying is what you're actually doing. Open your eyes, woman. Wow. The absolute ignorancy of this woman. One day you'll see her. But then it'll probably be too late.
She's been open about, but yet you're making fun of her. And then when people like Gabbie Hanna get up here and do this for clicks and views, because I mean, it's her pattern. That's what she's done for years. People will be like, and I call it out because I mean, I'm going to call it out. Okay. Some of these whack ass creators out here making videos about me prove my point. You are proving my point.
You're making your own point. You're literally making your own point, Barbie. Sit down and listen to yourself for 1 minute.
You're sitting here shaming me for my mental health. You are shaming me. Shame this one. She is the one sitting here making fun.
Who is shaming you, Barbie? Show me. Show me who is shaming you. Because I don't see it. And nobody else sees it either. The only person saying that people are shaming you is you.
Of mental health. She's doing this shit for clicks and views. She knows y'all called the cops. When I say y'all, it's a lot of fans and followers of her who called the cops and did a wellness check. If the cops seen she was unwell, they would have took her ass then. Okay, they seen her as well. She then posted TikTok saying y'all need to chill out, laughing.
It doesn't always work that way, Barbie, and you should know that. So what do you want? Do you want people to send the police around to do a wellness check on you? Is that what you're asking? Is that what you're saying? Do you want the police to come and do a wellness check on you? Because I'm sure one of your subs would gladly do as you're requesting.
Saying that she... Did y'all see me on TMZ again? Did y'all see me on TMZ? I mean, I'm good. Her sister has posted, y'all need to mind your business because she's a grown-ass woman. If that right there don't tell you this for clicks and views, I don't know what will. And let me tell you something, okay? Before you decide to make a video about me and my reactions,
Is her sister living with her, Barbie? Is her sister at home with Gabbie? Because if she's not, then she doesn't see what's going on. She only sees what is on her screen, like the rest of us. Wow.
I suggest you get on your little email and reach out to me. How about you do that? Because none of you creators who have made videos about me, ridiculing me, have...
Do you send out emails to Gabbie before you made this video? I'm going to take a guess at the answer being no. But you expect it to be done for you. Okay. I see how this works.
Have reached out to me. I just really think it's ironic that a few of these creators chose this weekend, which was the weekend that I even posted on my community tab, that I was grieving the loss of my dog, who I've had many, many, many years.
And I'm sorry for your loss, Barbie. I understand how that feels. I do. 2 years ago, I lost my little baby. My support animal. And I haven't been able to get another one since. Only now am I considering getting a new little support puppy. But that costs money. And I'm not making anything on here at the moment, so until I can start getting some income and I can afford to buy one, then I have to wait. But I feel your pain. And I'm not dragging you, I'm just pointing out the utter bullshit that you talk.
For whatever reason, some creators chose that would be a good time since I'm already, you know, crying and on my knees. It's a good time to post videos shaming her for her mental health again.
But here's the thing, Barbie. There isn't a point when your mental health is in a good place. Because whenever anybody speaks about you, you're in a bad place. They're attacking you because they know you're on your knees, you're down, you're depressed. But that's permanent. Maybe take a step back and take a breather for yourself. Go get a massage. Maybe a sunbed, whatever you do to relax. I don't know. I don't want to say to you.
And that's what they're doing. When you see videos saying Backwards Barbi is a liar, Backwards Barbi has no empathy, Backwards Barbi is claim whatever. I mean, it's just a smear campaign. It's defamation. It's slander. You know, I mean.
And the same could be said about the things that you say and do, Barbie. Defamation, slander. The way you talk about other creators. And we're not your work colleagues. We are creators on the internet, having a little fun. And hopefully earning a little bit of side cash.
Never lied on any of these videos. You know, my opinions are not lies, just like your opinions are not lies. Your opinions are your opinions. We are all entitled to have them. I battle bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety, borderline personality disorder, as well as PTSD. So I speak a lot about mental health, and I have strong thoughts when I see people like Gabbie Hanna making money off mocking mental health.
And I deal with the same issues, including Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, Raynaud's disease, the growth of my kidney. Yeah, I could sit here all day, but I'm not going to, because I don't need sympathy. I don't need a pity party. I don't need to talk about my mental health or my physical health 24/7. I just get on with it and deal with it as it comes and as it goes.
Help. Now, if you didn't know, Gabbie is practically synonymous with scandal. One of her first controversies came in 2017 when she made a video about a former classmate who died of a drug overdose without consulting the girl's family first. She decided to make some money off this girl's story without even speaking to her family, basically. And her family had some things to say about it. So, Gabbie.
Okay, I know all about this one. And Barbie, you're so wrong. Gabbie was looking up outfits. Now, I can't remember what the sort of outfits it was that she was looking up. There was some trend and she was looking at outfits. And this young girl happened to have a t-shirt on that Gabbie owns. And it turned out that there was an article where the girl was no longer with us. And Gabbie missed her. Gabbie was extremely, extremely sorry about that. But then her family called out the other creators who were attacking Gabbie. Now, if you went back and you looked, you would find that out and you would realize that Gabbie did apologize to the family. The family told her that the young girl in question was a fan of Gabbie's and would have been over the moon that she'd said about her wearing the same t-shirt. But Nick Snyder, Angelica Holmes, was called out for doing such things. Let's go on.
Gabbie later apologized. In 2018, she promoted a quote-unquote free set of makeup brushes that require customers to pay $10 for shipping. Several people claim the brushes were probably poorly made have started to shed after the first use or never even arrived in some cases, rather than offering
That one is correct. That one is absolutely 100% correct.
an apology, Gabbie blamed her audience in a response video. And I quote, "Are they amazing, high quality, can't even believe it, great brushes?" She said. "No, I also never said they were. I'm not sure what quality people were expecting when they paid $10 for 10 brushes." The following year, Gabbie allegedly told
Yep, that one you're absolutely correct on. Not a word wrong there. Those makeup brushes I shared were really bad. And it was a scam.
fellow YouTuber Trisha Paytas' then boyfriend Jason Nash that Trisha Paytas had herpes. She denied the accusation, and Gabbie was also forced to apologize after she tweeted, "If I could be any animal, I'd be Beyonce." Y'all, it's just one thing after another. I mean, this is her pattern.
Yes, Gabbie Hanna did tell Jason Nash that Trisha Paytas had an STI. But if you go back in Trisha's own videos, you will find one where Trisha says the reason she couldn't have children was the result of multiple STIs. So yes, you're right to a degree on that one, but you're also wrong.
She became embroiled in yet another scandal when a creator named Jessie Smiles alleged her ex-boyfriend Curtis did something to her in 2013. Smiles also claimed that Gabbie had remained friends and continued to collaborate with him, which led many to label her a,
Yeah,
R.A.P.
an apologist, yes, we know.
Apologist. I don't know, y'all.
And that one you're absolutely right on again.
Do your own research on that. I'm not even going to touch that topic. And earlier this year, she decided to mock people with depression. This is when I really started having some thoughts on her. She said, and I quote, "Listen up, this advice is about to change your life. This tip is not just for overcoming depression. It's going to get you excited to wake up every day." She said in a video posted to her TikTok account, which boasts almost 8 million followers. She proceeded to tell her followers to find a hobby that would cure depression. Let me just give you a little insight why this irritated me to my core. I've had a few best friends pass away. The one that affected me to my core was my best friend that was just like my sister. When we were 15 years old, we worked at the same cafe. I was working with her. She didn't come home after we left that night. She didn't come home ever again. So as a result, I battled some tough shit every single day.
And I'm sorry you had to go through that, Barbie. That is awful. I am so sorry you had to go through that. Nobody should have to deal with that. And I really hope you managed to get some help for that. Because I would struggle with that too. My heart breaks for you and for her family. But you can't put the responsibility of your feelings for that on other people, Barbie. That is so unfair. That is so unfair to make everybody else responsible for what happened to you. It is nobody online's fault that happened to you with your friend. And I am so deeply sorry that did happen to you. But like I said, you can't make every other person responsible for what happened. That's unrealistic.
Day of my life. That was the main key factor in my life, the turning point that literally flipped my life upside down. It changed my way of thinking. It like rewired my brain. And I'm gonna tell you something, I have no tolerance for anybody that mocks mental health, because it's not easy for you to say, go get a hobby. What? That?
Now, this can go two ways. Hobbies do help people. I took up hobbies with my mental health by choice. Way before Gabbie said this. I took up cross-stitching and jewelry making and anything art and craft generally. And it helped. It really did help. Doing YouTube helps me. It gives me something to focus on. And having something to focus on does help with my mental health. So, again, your Because this doesn't work for you, then it doesn't mean it's not going to work for anybody. Because actually, some people this does work for.
Rocked me to my core when I seen and heard that. And you seen and heard it because she has so many followers, so many subscribers, and so many people were talking about it. It was everywhere. I'm thinking, you little hussy. You hussy. There's some of us who go through that shit, who've lost somebody, who have been through and seen and been a part of some traumatic stuff that should have never happened. We are left with these crazy thoughts, these guilt thoughts, these thoughts of everything is your fault. You're left with that.
It's not your fault, Barbie. What happened wasn't your fault. You need to stop blaming yourself. You need to be able to stop blaming yourself. And I can hear it in your voice. And it's heartbreaking. What happened wasn't your fault. But you can't blame Gabbie for it either. You can't blame other people for what happened. And I can hear in your voice the total and utter heartbreak. And I'm sorry that you feel that way. But you're making Gabbie responsible for your pain, for your heartache. And again, it's irresponsible. It's unacceptable.
It's easy for you to say, go get a hobby. That's what pisses me off, is people that continue to support somebody like this. That's why I said this latest breakdown she had was for clicks and views. It wasn't a quote unquote breakdown. It was a mockery. She said she was God's mother. What? That is mockery.
That is mental health issues. Do you know what? I'm sorry, Barbie, but I can't listen to you screaming in my ear for a moment longer. I really can't. I'm sorry what happened to your friend. I am. Deeply. Genuinely. But you can't blame Gabbie for that. You can't blame none of the housewives. You can't blame Tyra Nicole, LB, Charlotte on the Web, Ronelle Smith, myself. There was someone responsible for that, and it was one person, whoever did it. Maybe one day you'll realize that. And to some degree, you're also blaming yourself. And I hope that one day you can find peace. I'm going to end this here. I'm going to end this with a final note of, I understand you're struggling. I understand that you need help. But only you can reach out for that help. And only you can work on your mental health. We are not responsible for what you do and what you say. We are also allowed our own opinions. And I hope that you find peace. Thanks for watching, guys.